Hello, and welcome back to Gabe's Tech Tips. Today we're going to be assembling a 5th generation iPod Touch from pieces bought off the internet. So to begin with, we're going to need our back cover. So this is the aluminum piece that holds everything. So everything's going to be inside of here. So the first thing we need is this. So this is where all the connectors are to the bottom. So we have our headphone jack and our Thunderbolt plug. So this goes in first because this has to go right along the back. So just leave these parts folded up for now. Next up, we have the iPod's battery. And it's kind of self-explanatory. This one goes right in the bottom there. And so here we have the motherboard. So this is where all the calculations and stuff are done. This is pretty much the actual phone part of your phone. So this we need to slide right in there. And you see how there are connectors there? They also have to match up with these, so you just slide it down and attach them in place. You do the same thing with the battery. So this piece, just push it in there. This piece here is your phone's storage. So this is where all your rare pepes are stored. And all your dank memes. So this pops in right there. And if you see that little connector, you just have to plug it in like that. And here we go. So this is your selfie camera. So this is the one that lets you Skype your mum. So you just stick that in there, and this connector has to go right along there. Just make sure that's settled in right. There we go. So coming up here, this is the housing that holds the camera in place. So that kind of goes right in there. Just push until you hear a little pop noise, like. There we go. Oh. Gotta settle it down a little bit. There we go. And now it's time for the volume and power buttons. So those are these little red things right here. Without them, you wouldn't be able to turn on your brand new iPod. So you just kind of slide the power button in the top, the volume button's right in the side there. Oh, make sure it doesn't fall out. So now, the only remaining parts is the home button. Just kind of stick it there. And this is the metal shield. It protects all of the parts inside your iPod so that they don't get damaged or anything. So you just kind of settle that down. You gotta push it in place. There we go. Hear that snap? That means it's settled in right. Okay, so to settle that in place, you're going to need the little screws that hopefully come with your iPod. If you don't have those, pretty much any screw should work, as long as you can stick it in with your hands. You kind of have to like push it in and give it a little twist. So the next piece we have here, because when taking apart an iPod, the thermal paste is removed, but thermal paste is relatively expensive to buy online, so we opted for a better solution. And if you just put a little dollop of mayonnaise, just spread it around a little, and this will help dissipate the heat. This will help dissipate the heat and make sure it doesn't overheat or burn your components. That could damage them. So now, because your battery is a fuel cell battery, it needs electrolytes to run. So this pickle is very rich in salt water, so you're going to need that right there. And if you want, you can eat the other half like me. Delicious. So now, it's time for the LCD and digitizer. So this is the part that lights up and actually provides the color for your screen. So you just want to kind of push that down there. There we go. You hear it settling into place. Ah, it sounds great. And then this, make sure you don't crack this because this is important. This goes right over top of your phone. So you just stick that on there. And now for the final touch. A case to make sure that your brand new iPod doesn't get damaged. And here we go. See you next time on Gayb Tech Tips.